Auto and credit card delinquency rates are also elevated, with the latter hitting $1.14 trillion, a record high. Here to discuss the state of household debt is Jade Warshaw, co-host of The Ramsey Show. Jade, it's great to have you here. And as we're starting to see delinquency rates tick up a little bit in some of these data sets, what does that tell you?
Thanks for having me. Yeah, I think right now Americans are just facing financial volatility across the board, right? The struggle is real, as they say. I mean, we've seen a lot of us thought by now the Fed would have lowered interest rates. We haven't seen that, right? And now we're starting to see that play out in the job market. So that's really scary. We've got the election coming up. We saw Monday's dip in the stock market, right? And even though inflation has continued to tick down, it's still really, really expensive out there. And so Americans have a lot that they're dealing with right now. Their dollar is not stretching as far as it once did.
Yeah, and on that note, I guess the question is, with inflation coming down and wages still holding in there, could things get better, or should we assume that they get more stressed?
I think you always have to be prepared either way, right? And so if there was ever a time to start getting your financial house in order, the time is now. And here at Ramsey, we teach a series of baby steps, right? It's 7 baby steps that ultimately get you to financial peace. But really right now, I think if Americans can hone in on those first 3 baby steps. Baby step 1 is getting $1,000 saved. Most Americans could not cover a $1,000 emergency without going into some form of debt. So having a $1,000 cushion is a game changer. Of course, baby step 2 is really focusing in and paying off that consumer debt, right? The car loans, the credit card debt, getting that cleared out so that you can go back in, do baby step 3, which is saving up 3 to 6 months of expenses. And honestly, during a time like this, a lot of Americans might choose to have 6 months of expenses laying around.
How much have rising prices played into the rise in consumer debt? I actually thought Americans' balance sheet were in pretty good shape, but how much has the cost of living increase over the past 3 years played into the idea that Americans, many of them, need to borrow just to make ends meet?
Absolutely. At the end of the day, our money is our money, right? We see it play out in real time when we go to the grocery store, when we go to the gas station. We feel the pinch. And so budgeting is a core principle into all of this. If we can look at our dollars and cents and say, okay, here's what I can spend, here's what I cannot spend, and really accepting the fact, my colleague John Deloney says all the time, we've got to choose reality. And so there is a reality here where we have to accept it might feel very uncomfortable for a while, but the slogan that I want all Americans to kind of take to heart right now is, when it comes to debt, just say no. Debt is the problem. Debt is what is making us feel this stress and this anxiety in our finances. And we've got to choose to draw a line in the sand. You can't solve a problem while simultaneously creating it. So getting on a budget is going to be that solution.
Let's say I want to invest in my home, and I live in an area where home prices are going up. And I want to do an addition to my home, but I don't have $200,000 lying around. So I think, well, let me take out a home equity line of credit. Is that a wise move, or do you recommend against taking out home equity loans and lines?
I always advise against debt. And in this case, you're borrowing against yourself, and you're putting your biggest asset on the line and at risk, which is your home. You know, the whole purpose of a home is to build equity. And so when we pull out of that in a form of a loan, in many ways, we're robbing ourselves. And like I said, we're putting that asset at risk, because in times like these, when things are volatile, we don't know what's going to happen from day to day. The last thing we want is more debt in our life and more risk in our life. So I would always advise to save up, pay cash, make reasonable choices. When you pay cash, something happens up here and you think things through a little bit clearer.